Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Brian from WWE Cuz, bringing you guys a review video as requested on WWE Smackdown vs. Raw for the PlayStation 2. Now, this game was released in November of 2004, on November 2nd, I believe, and it was only on the PlayStation 2. It was the first Smackdown vs. Raw in the series, and it was released in 2005, like I said, or 2004. And it was published with THQ, and it was developed by Ukes, and it was a sequel to Here Comes the Pain. And it was a big improvement from Here Comes the Pain, and it included, you know, new mini games and like matches and stuff. Brown Panties would be one of them, and it introduced the clean/dirty system, which was basically when you selected the superstar for the match, you could choose if you wanted them to be clean, which is kind of like a face, or a neutral, and then there was dirty, which was like a heel type thing. And you know, you had to do things throughout the match to get your clean/dirty meter up, and then you know, you can do things like, you know, get the crowd going, or you know, stuff like that. And it was actually the first game to not have Stone Cold Steve Austin, which was surprising. I don't think he was around in 2004. And it also introduced new superstars of the game like Rene Dupree and Mark Jindrak. Not well known. They weren't too big of superstars. It had most of the legends from the previous game, and it also had new ones like Brutus the Barber, Beefcake, Andre the Giant Mankind, and The Rock as a legend. And I don't think he was in a game for a while. I mean, he was in a couple games after that, but then he was also released as a legend for DLC in WWE 12. Season mode had like a Raw and SmackDown type thing going. You could choose like what belt you wanted to go for and such. And it crossed over with the brands in the game as well. I'll get into the whole more details with all that. You could fight for titles in the season, which is like, you know, World Heavyweight Championship and Intercontinental on Raw in the US and WWE and SmackDown. It also had the pay-per-view mode, which was you can create your own pay-per-view. You can do sample pay-per-views, which were like pay-per-views from the year before and stuff like that. And it was the first game to have Create a Championship, which you can also use in Create Pay-per-view mode. And it also had Challenge mode, which is that was in some other games. It was in some newer games like 06 and 07, I believe. I think it stopped after that. But you know, you can do like by difficulty. You can do different challenges. And you can unlock, you know, alternate attires, arenas, and stuff like that. And it was also the first game to have online mode for the PlayStation, but it only had singles matches and bras and panty matches. So it wasn't too much. Like I said, it was a sequel to Here Comes the Pain, which was also published by THQ and developed by Ukes. And that game was a sequel to Shut Your Mouth, which I did a review on already. And Here Comes the Pain came out the year before in October of 2003, and Shut Your Mouth came out in October of 2002. So they all come out around the same time of the year. And the game after the first SmackDown vs. Raw, which people know it by as SmackDown vs. Raw 2005 because it was like the first one. The game after that was 06, which came out in November 2005, and for the PSP it came out in December of 2005. It was also published by THQ, and it was actually published by Ukes in Japan. Not sure why that happens. And it was just developed by Ukes in general. And then, you know, once again, it was a sequel to this game. So, can't say too much about this game, which I guess we should just get into the gameplay and show you guys my in-depth review on SmackDown vs. Raw. Alrighty guys, so here's the gameplay for the game. Here's the opening credit type scene. And right about now we're going to head right into the intro of the intro video of the game.
Generations. Much can be learned from past generations. For past generations write history. They become history. The past may have already been written. But the future awaits a new generation.
my God! It's Smackdown versus Raw! Sports entertainment will never be the same!
Now, I always thought those intros were kick-ass, and I don't know if anybody knew, but the game WrestleMania 21 is for the original Xbox only, and the actual sound check for that game used the same songs from this game, which is kind of lazy in my opinion, but you know, if they had to do what they had to do. So as you can see, you select your favorite brand when you launch the game, SmackDown or Raw, and I go ahead and pick Raw. The loading time's really fast in this game. I want to mention that. Obviously, it's a newer game, PlayStation 2. You got your exhibition, create mode, season, pay-per-view mode, online, chop zone, and the options. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to go straight into the exhibition. So you got your singles, you got your tag teams, 6-man tag, handicap, Hardcore, Royal Rumble, which is up to 6 players on one console if you have a multi-tap, Survival, which is like Battle Royals and Fatal 4 Triple Threat, and then you got a lot of main events. Now this was one of the best games that had great match types. You got 3 stages to hell, you got the Braun Panties, the Elimination Chamber, the Elimination Tag, which has the Captain Fall, basically like you got a 6-man tag, and if the captain of the team loses, the game's over, the match is over. You got your First Blood, your Hell in a Cell, and all these matches do have more than singles, by the way. An Iron Man, a ladder match, a Last Man Standing, Parking Lot Brawl, a Slobber Knockle, a special referee, which only had 1 at this game, Steel Cage, Submission, Tables, and TLC. So we're gonna go right into the. We're gonna get some create mode. I'm going to go into Create Superstar, I believe. If anybody did not know, I actually do record my voice over the gameplay that I record, and I edit it out. So, going to new. So you got you can name your character, your ring name. My controller wasn't working right, so I didn't capitalize anything, and I didn't really keep it, so I didn't save my character anyway. But you can like do the call name like when they come out to the ring, which there was a lot of selections too. So I go ahead and pick the I believe the monster, no, the machine. You can choose your class, like your heavyweight, super heavyweight, whatever. Gender, your match tactics, which I explained earlier. What show you want to be on, and 2 crowd signs out of the whole game. So yeah, I go ahead and just I don't know why I choose some, to be honest. I didn't even save my character. I didn't even save my character, so. Yeah, just take time here. And you go into the character, you can choose 2 logics, which are like what your character does, grappler, brawler. You can choose if your finishing moves aggressive or clever. You can choose how often you do an Irish whip, diving moves, and taunt. And you can create a superstar, or you can use samples of superstars. Or you can build them off a sample. So, I'm going to go ahead and create original here. And you can choose like if you want to have his body tone to be ripped or thick. Which like you basically use the sticks to. There's a lot of like detail in this game, like what you could like how you wanted your character to look. There was a lot of customization like this stuff. So you can choose like what what your skin wants to look like, if you want freckles or something, or whatever you want to do. You can choose your skin, your hair, your eyes, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot of details in this game. Here's where you can do like your morphing and stuff. This was before they had like the numbers. Well, I guess it was. I guess they do have the X and Y, but that's just like how you do things. And I keep pressing back by accident because I don't know why. But we're gonna. And then basically, once you're done with all that, you can choose your body scaling and such. And then you can choose like what is height. And then you can choose what you want to wear. So like you can dress up your head, add stuff and such. You can dress up your body, or your upper body, I should say, and your arms, and then your lower body, and then I believe your like feet. Yeah, feet. And then you can choose like you can take a photo of your character. So like when you're at like the character selection screen and such. And then you can save it if you'd like, which I didn't. But like I said, loading times are very short in this game. You can assign your attributes, which you have to create a superstar to do. Now, in order to gain points for attributes, which I will get into in just a second, I must have been taking a while when I did this recording. But when you go into your attributes, the only way you can get like superstar points to put up your attributes is basically by playing through the season mode, and you get all that. Because when you go into the season mode with attribute, like you say, select the superstar in the actual game, like I choose Shawn Michaels later on. Your overall goes down to like the default created character, like 26, and you basically have to build up all your stuff throughout when you play season. Like as you can see, the XP, you need to get experience while you play you got to win matches and such. And the create moveset I really don't go too much into detail with, because it's basically, I mean, it improves. Excuse me. It improves in the newer games, but it's basically like the newer games, like you will see. You can choose like the categories and such. So it's not too different at all. So yeah, as you can see, you know, you got like your running, your ground moves, your taunts, whatever you want to do, your specials. So there's not much to it at all, besides the fact that, you know, if you play the newer games, it's basically the same thing. Create a stable is basically, you know, just making a team. There was some teams in the game, which you will see. Not many, but there was. So, Legion of Doom was locked because they're lockable characters, which I will get into the shop zone right here pretty soon. So, before we get into season, we're gonna show off the options here. You can choose like what default matches stuff. Here's where I turn out the music because I don't want to get copyright. So, yeah. Yeah, so the shop zone's basically, actually, yeah, the shop zone is where you get money from playing season, and you can unlock things, as you can see. Like XP for your character, you can buy more stuff for the movesets. You got the legends, arenas that you can unlock, and like I said, alternate attires, there's only one. Loading screens, and then my favorite part would be the menu models. As you can see, there's 2 different divas for each, like Raw or Smackdown. And then we got the challenge mode, which is basically how it was in 06 and 07. You get WWE, you actually get Shop Zone cash for beating these as well, so it's an easy way to get cash. And you basically have to do these challenges. And you know, you can unlock alternate tires and such. That's how it works. The online I didn't go into, but I did mention that it only has bra and panties and singles matches because it was the first wrestling game on the PS2 to have online. And online games weren't that well made. So basically, here's the pay-per-view mode. You can play a sample pay-per-view, like I said previous years before, and you can create a pay-per-view. You can choose a show name and choose what arena you want to use. So I use Bad Blood because Bad Blood was one of my favorite pay-per-views back then. You can do the show if you want to do joint hosting, which is like both brands. Just how many matches you want. You can choose which commentary team you want, and then you can basically like edit matches. It's kind of like GM mode and stuff, where you can like. That's what I think of it as. In this game, you can like change what superstars you want to use. You know, who you want to have as a manager, interference, and stuff like that. And then this is actually the first game, like I mentioned, to have create a championship mode. I won't go into too much detail with this because I'm pretty sure people know what it is. But you can choose like what you want to use it as, heavyweight, cruiserweight, or diva. And you know, you basically got to use your shop zone cash as well to create it. your WWE cache, not your shop zone. I'm sorry. I guess that's not connected. But as you can see, you can like choose like what you wanna, how you wanna have it designed, what design you want on it. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. So we get out of that, and yeah, just letting it load here. I'm sorry. I apologize if I'm sounding a little weird, but I don't know. This is a recording over what I did, and it was just the other day. So we're gonna do a regular singles match to show off some gameplay in the roster, and you know the roster's not too bad. I try to get to the end here to start showing it. I got the legends that are all locked. Got my character. You know the roster wasn't too bad. It was good for its time. That's what I always say, because I don't really know what it was at the time, because I never watched wrestling when I was. I mean, I did, but I was really little. 2000 and came out in 2004, and you know I was only 6 years old when most of the stuff was happening. So yeah, I don't remember much, but the roster was really good. So since Stone Cold wasn't in the game, you guys know me, I would always pick him. I actually ended up choosing Triple H, I believe. So yeah. I don't know. I think Here Comes the Pain was the first game to have Cena and Randy Orton. No, Cena, because Randy Orton was actually in Shut Your Mouth because he debuted in enough time, I believe, to actually be in the game. I think he was in the game at least. But I'm going to be Triple H, and I'm going to go against, who did I pick here? Who did I pick? I picked Dirty, by the way. I'll go against Jericho. Take away Elvis. Actually, no, I don't. And make him clean. I apologize, guys. You can pick from whatever you want to use, obviously. And this actually shows the tail of the tape type thing, like they do before matches. So I turned some things off, like time limit, which I actually beat, I believe. I turned interference. Yeah, I don't think interference, but I don't really dig interference as well. So, anyways, here's the entrances.
Making his way to the ring, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 265 pounds, Triple H!
It's all about pain. Who's gonna make it? I am the game. You don't play me. I am control. No way you can shake me. I am heavy. There's no way you can pay me. I am the pain, and I know you can't take me. Look over your shoulder.
So the entrances were a little short. They actually like chopped them down, like they weren't full-on entrances. And before every match, you get like little tips and such. But yeah, the thing I think they ruined about the entrances is not the fact that they were smaller. They didn't show the full thing; they kind of skipped in it. That's just because that's like the best they could do at the time. But I always still think that they ruined Triple H's entrance because, like, when he spits out the water, the song gets to a certain point. Like it gets like really like it gets all intense and stuff, and like he blows the water. He spits out the water, and I think they kind of ruined it by that. But here's some little gameplay. This is like one of those games where it was just like X, square, triangle, and circle and such. And it wasn't one of those games yet where you use like the right stick to like grab them and do all that the sudden stuff. Which is why I do a little bit of taunting here in the video, because I thought, you know, the right stick was used, but I forgot, you know, it's an older type game. I never really had that in the game. I think it was 06 was the first time I had it, or 07. I think it was 06. But yeah. You know, you can choose like who you want to target with one of the top buttons. Reversals are still the same, you know, top two. L1 I think is still the finisher. Same old, you know, you gotta gain up your little meter to get your finisher. As you can see, taunting actually brings up your meter quite a bit. So, you know, if you knock your opponent down or you get out of the ring and you have enough time to taunt, you can actually bring up your meter. The only thing that kind of sucks at times is, like, this is one of those games where when you do your taunt, you can't break out of it. And that's what they do in the newer games, but the older games, you could actually, like, stop doing your taunt, which I thought was pretty cool. And also, I think, like, the pinning times were really delayed. As you guys may see, like, it'll get to a 2 count, and the ref will wait, like, a few seconds to actually, well, he won't get 3, but it'll be a couple seconds, and you'll be like, oh my god, that was 3. But there's, like, a delay type thing. So, yeah, the gameplay wasn't too bad at all. But, yeah, you know, it's the same old gameplay as any other game. Not too bad, so. I actually skipped some of the match right here, but if anybody didn't know, in this game as well, if you get 2 finishers, you can actually you can press R2 and L2, or no, L1 and L2 at the same time, and you can actually steal your opponent's finisher, which is a cool feature to the game. So I figured I'd point that out. Also, you know, you can make your finisher, or you can, I actually just made him give up right here. But, I don't know if there's like an ending, like, you know, like, taunt or anything at the end of a match. I don't know if it's like that, or if it just goes to the end like this in this game. Not too sure on that, but, yeah. So, you get into this, I'm going into the season here, and then I choose Shawn Michaels. So, you can choose, you can check the memo, you can choose like what title you want to go for, because I'm on Raw. And you can check, yeah, I didn't know what happened if you kept clicking them, but use the shop zone, you know, you got to get money throughout winning matches to get it. Your attributes, like I said, you see, you got to get some experience points to get that up in the season. And you can turn captions on or off. I do that just for this video. And then you start the event. So here's a little like intro to the season. And yeah, Eric Bischoff gives a little speech. So let's listen.
We've just come off WrestleMania, and I think it's time to shake things up here on Monday Night Raw. So tonight, we're going to have a #1 contender tournament for the World Heavyweight title. Let's see SmackDown top that.
A title tournament here on Raw. Oh man, JR, it just doesn't get any better than this.
Here I have a confrontation with Edge.
So I see you're in the tournament tonight, huh? Well, don't get your hopes up. You see, I'm in the tournament too, and nothing's going to get in the way of my title shot.
I don't like how your character doesn't talk either. I think that kind of ruins the whole point of the dialogue in this game.
You better watch your mouth, smartass, and you better pray that you lose early, because you don't want to meet me in that ring.
Here's where you get to choose what you want to do. This happens pretty often in the season. You can attack him. You can let him have his match. So obviously I attack him.
My God, did you just see that, King? I think this just became a 7-man tournament, JR. That's one way to take out the competition.
So here's that, and here's my match, and I play against Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit, yeah. And as you can see, you get cash from it. You think you also get experience. Doesn't tell you how much though. So let's get straight to the match. I won't show this whole match, but sometimes if you get into a match, you can have little mini games as such like this. And I actually miss it, because I wasn't expecting it. But you can have a mini game right here. Here's one of them, stare down battle. And I didn't hit X in time, so there's that. And here is where you get interference from Edge, which is, I'm guessing that's why I'm guessing he does that because of the fact that you took him out of the tournament. And he tries to attack you, but obviously he doesn't even touch me. So yeah, there's that. Here's where I just make him tap. Beat him up pretty bad. Here's what's confusing at the end of the match. They say, I don't know, I'm confused if I'm still in the tournament or not, because you'll hear what they say. I got confused. But, yeah.
My God! He's tearing him apart! Oh man, I knew this was coming, JR. You saw what happened earlier tonight in the locker room. There's bad blood between these two.
So you thought you'd get away with taking me out of the tournament, huh? You know what they say, payback's a bitch.
See, he says it looks like neither of these men are going to be continuing on to tonight's tournament. But I don't know if that means I'm out or what. But yeah, as you can see, you get XP right there and you get cash. And as you can see, it carries down to the shop zone. And you can see how many superstar points you have and how many it takes to get for the title. And as you can see, you can bring up your attributes if you'd like. I don't do it because I don't save my season. But yeah, that's pretty much that. You can save if you'd like. I actually do save. I don't know why, but I did. So. But that's pretty much all for this review of the game. I pretty much showed everything off. So what's my final thoughts? Well, here they are. Well, that's the gameplay. You know, it's a great game. It was an improvement. Obviously, every year is an improvement for each game. You know, sometimes I take some things out, sometimes I put some things in, but this game was great overall. And I really can't say too much more about it. Besides the fact it's a great game. It introduced a lot of new things. I don't think it took out any things, but it's a great game overall. If I had to rate it out of 10, I'd give it an 8. Fun game. It has a lot of replay value, and yeah. So let me know what you guys want to see reviews on. I might just upload some reviews that I like. I started playing the original Smackdown, and I got a season going. I might do a, you know, here's the thing. I'm getting a lot of wrestling videos done, and let me know if you guys want to see like some Let's Plays or walkthroughs of games, because I will be willing to do it. And let me know if you guys want to see more reviews, because I still have 2 more reviews to do, but I'll get those up within probably the next week if I can try my hardest. But yeah, once again, hope you guys like this video. Check back for more reviews, more wrestling videos, like I recently uploaded just the other day. And yeah, once again, 8 out of 10. Great game. It was the first Smackdown vs. Raw, and it was just a great game overall. Added a lot of new things. You know, it was just fun in general. I'd definitely be willing to do a Let's Play through it. So, anyways, hope you guys like this this video and this review video. Subscribe and help me out. Keep me going, guys. You know, give me some feedback. Let me know how you think my videos are, because it really does help me out, and it motivates me to keep making videos every day. And you know, once again, go follow me on Twitter, right up there actually, at BestWWECause. You know, use my new hashtag #TeamAttitude. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Hope you guys like this video. Check back for more videos, and I'll see you guys later.